Hi, this is Jared from the Broken Seal, and we're back with more solo play, or what am I calling it? Riding solo. I'm playing more. You really think I would know this game? I played it 3 times already. Sentinels of the Multiverse. That's what it is. Um, if you caught our first one that I have on the channel, I'm using the same hero or Sentinels, Ra, Tachyon, and Legacy. They are the lowest level in terms of difficulty to play. The first time I fought Baron Blade, he is the entry-level villain that you should fight. And I used the Freedom Tower, which is the lowest level. What do they call them? Peril. The lowest level of peril that you can go through. Now I'm going 1 up in both the environment and the villain. So I'm fighting, what is her name? Akash'Bhuta, which is the goddess of chaos and destruction. She has a whopping 200 health, which I need to accurately set on there. And I'm going to be fighting her in Megalopolis, which is kind of like the default city. Like their version of, I don't know, New York. Everyone's usually based off of New York or some kind of East Coast city. So her setup, we need to get the number of heroes -1 Primeval Limb cards to summon. So we need to find 2 Primeval Limbs. There's 1. That's not 1. There's 1. So these 2 start off in play. That 1 gets shuffled back into the deck. I promise you I did shuffle these cards. It's just unfortunate that we got the same 2 back to back. I haven't played with her. I did Baron Blade once on camera that you all saw. Once again that I was gonna use the advanced mode and then forgot. So then I played a 3rd time with his advanced mode and I won again. So I figured, okay, we're good enough to hop up to the next level of difficulty. So what does she got? When the environment trash is shuffled into the environment deck, Akash'Bhuta gains 3 HP, then flip. After any non-hero target is played, discard the top card of the environment deck, and then end phase, discard or discover 1 Primeval Limb card. Okay, so we're not going to do the advance on this one. So starting off, we have to play her first card, which is Harsh Renewal. So ongoing, start phase, destroy the Primeval Limb card and play with the lowest HP, preventing any damage Akash'Bhuta would deal herself. Shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck, and then discover H-2 Primeval Limb cards. So I don't like that. Then her first ensnaring brambles. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna try and read the little flavor text. I like flavor text. You cannot outrun time. I've been a part of this planet since before your ancestors learned of fire, and I shall remain here after you are long gone. And you can see, if you can see, in the artwork is Tachyon. So the Ensnarling Bramble, when this card is destroyed, Akash'Bhuta deals yourself 8 fixed energy damage. And during the end phase, select the hero target with the lowest HP, -2 damage dealt. What? Select the hero target with the lowest HP, -2 damage dealt by that target until the. Oh, okay. So we're at 30, 27, 20, 32. So -2. I'm going to assume that she would just get -4. Because these are both end phase things. And then, of course, during the end phase for her, we have to discover 1 Primeval Limb. We got it. So this one doesn't come into effect. -1 damage dealt to Akash'Bhuta. When this card is destroyed, Akash'Bhuta deals yourself 12 fixed energy damage. And in end phase, this card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. All right, so she takes -1 damage. And we haven't even started yet. Okay. I'm going to do Inferno. Ra deals 1 target 3 fire damage. So yeah, deals 1 target 3 fire damage, and then Ra deals each non-hero target 1 fire damage each. 1, 1, and 1. Then that goes away, and his power will deal 1 target 2 fire damage. So I'm going to bring this down, or bring it to 6 damage. And then draw. And his turn. Then Tachyon goes. Let's see. So I'm going to play Fleet of Foot. Each hero may draw 1 card. Then I may play 1 card. Let's deal Legacy's cards now. And for the 1 card I'm going to play Pushing the Limits, which lets me play 1 additional card this turn, or during the play phase. I'm going to play Researcher's Grant, which during the power phase, I'm going to use Researcher's Grant, which lets me draw 3 cards, then discard 1. I'll discard that one. Then during the draw phase, I may draw 1 additional card. All right, then we get the Legacy. All right, so for Legacy, I'm going to play Flying Smash. Legacy deals up to 3 targets 3 melee damage each. This dude takes 3, which in turn destroys him and deals, or destroys the Bramble, and deals 8 fixed energy damage to Akash'Bhuta, which brings her down to 192. I'm gonna hate this. Then this one gets 3, and then that one gets 3. Then Legacy's ability or power, I'm going to give everyone +1. I'll keep these nearby because I'm pretty sure she's going to keep getting that -4. And it's only for allies. Oops. And that'll be the end of his turn. The environment deck. We have Persistent Paparazzi. Ongoing, after a hero uses a power, they deal themselves 1 fixed damage, psychic damage. And start phase, each hero may discard 1 card. If each active hero does so, destroy this card. And then, like I said, the flavor text. I'm live at the scene, reporting on the incident in progress. What's really going on here, Setback? What are you heroes hiding? Setback looks a lot like Gambit, which is cool. I like that. See if I move this down a bit. Spoiler for you all for behind the scenes stuff. I haven't edited the first one yet. So my plan of having my face up here, don't know if that'll happen. Or it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to block the environment. Fingers crossed. So that was their turn. Start for Akash'Bhuta. So start phase, destroy the primeval limb and play with the lowest HP, which will be the shambling, ensnaring brambles. Preventing any damage Akash'Bhuta would deal herself. Shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck, and then discover 1 primeval limb card. Not a fan of this card. So let's slide these down. So that's not a limb. That's not a limb. That's not a limb. There we go. Hey, look who it is again. And when we discover, yeah, shuffle them back in. Then during the end phase, after any non-hero target is played, so this would have to be discarded then, because that target came in, that one came in too, so there's 2 that would have been discarded. I want to say there's 3, because there's 2 that started, I killed one, we revealed another, then one was just now killed and he came back out. I'm going to assume that's right. Probably not, but I'm going to assume so. Yeah, that was that one. Then that one, this card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. So that'll be Tachyon. She goes down to 25. And then the Ensnaring Brambles, she gets -2. So these 2 counteract, and she's just at a 1, -1, which I can deal with. And then end phase, discover 1 primeval limb. There's 1, which means that this gets discarded. This one, the Arboreal Phalanges. When this card is destroyed, Akash'Bhuta deals itself 14 fixed energy damage. And during the end phase, this card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. And we have Stick With It. Surely we can't be defeated by an assortment of shrubberies. And it's got, I think, the Argent Adept and Fanatic. Akash'Bhuta has a lot going on. Back to Ra. So I'm going to do Ignite, which is an ongoing limited card, and it gives him the power. Ra deals 1 target 3 fire damage. It says your magics will not save you, witch. Burn. This is actually the first time I played this, even though I played with him 3 times now. So I'm going to deal, or do Ignite, which would do 3 + 1, so 4 damage. I'll do it to this, so it was at 4. It'll be at 8 now. And then I'll draw a card. Tachyon has a lot of the ability to draw cards and then get rid of cards and stuff. So it's hard playing with Ra and Legacy where they can do like 1 or 2 things, because Tachyon, when you get her like fully going, can do like 4 or 5 things in a turn. She doesn't do a lot of damage except for when she has a whole bunch in her discard, but still it's a lot. So first, start phase. Oh, I didn't realize this had a power. Deals 1 target 3 melee damage, destroy this card. I never used that power, so that's funny. So anyway, I take 2 damage, which I'm going to keep out for a while. Then, I'm not getting the card that I want. But first, I'm going to destroy 1 ongoing card to get rid of this Harsh Renewal. So that was my normal play phase action. Then pushing the limits lets me do another play phase action, or lets me play another card. I'm going to do Nimble Strike, which normally Tachyon would deal 1 target 2 melee damage. It gets down to 1. I'll deal 1 damage to the Brambles, or the Stalagmite rather. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I can draw 1 card. I still didn't get what I'm looking for. So my power is going to be from Research Grant. Draw up to 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And discard 1 card. Discard Pushing the Limit. Then draw phase, draw 2 cards. Because pushing the limits. Back to Legacy. At the start of Legacy's turn, everyone loses their +1 increase. I'm going to play Lead from the front. Whenever an ally would be dealt damage by a villain target. Oh, you know what? That's only... Yeah, these are villain targets. I don't know. Yeah, I think they are. So I'm going to put that out so that whenever an ally would be targeted by a villain target, I can take the damage of Legacy. But then sadly that's all he can do for that turn. Then everyone gets +1. Then I draw 1 card. I hate the cards that I got. Legacy isn't really my favorite. He has a lot of stuff that increases other players or other Sentinels, which I like, but he himself doesn't do enough that I feel. Like Ra, I can do a lot of damage. Tachyon, I can do a lot. Legacy, I just help other people really. And so I'm always felt like I don't do enough. Also, I forgot about this. After a hero uses a power, they deal themselves 1 fixed psychic damage. So he's at 29. She's at 22. He is at 31. Yeah. Then start phase, each hero may discard 1 card. If each active hero does so, destroy this card. I'm going to discard 1. Discard. One. And discard a Legacy Ring. Because, spoiler alert, I have 2. So that gets rid of that. Then, play phase. Come on! Okay. Play phase, we get that back. That's the end of that. This one, nothing happening with the start phase for these. It's all end phase stuff. So end phase, discover 1 primeval limb. There we go. So this one is Living Rock Slide. When this card is destroyed, Akash'Bhuta deals yourself 10 fixed energy damage. And during the end phase, this card deals each non-villain target 2 projectile damage. And our flavor text is, who is that? We got to get him out of here. Nope. Who is that? We got to get him out of there. Then, this card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. 29, 22. I'm going to have Legacy take it. 1, 2. So he goes down to 29. Then, select a hero with the lowest HP. -2 damage dealt by that, so it'll be Tachyon again. Then this card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP. Oh, this came out, so we have to discard from the top. This card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP 3 melee damage, 29 to 29. I'll take it to Legacy. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I'm not going to take it to Legacy for reasons that I have in my hand. 1, 2, 3. So he's down to 26. Then this card deals each non-villain target 2 projectile damage. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. One thing that I only just now realized for some reason, I can attack Akash'Bhuta directly. I was still thinking of Baron Blade where I have to get rid of these, like something down here before I attack him or the villain. I can attack Akash'Bhuta, so I'm going to start doing that. So that's it for them. We're over to Ra. I'm going to do Excavation. Excavation, which is bury up to 3 cards from the environmental trash. I'm going to bury 1, 2, actually, no, I don't want that. I forgot. I'm doing this the wrong way. So, bury that one. Two. And these cards are not great. 3. So I'll bury these 3. Then discover X relic and/or ongoing cards, where X is the number of cards buried this way. Reveal top cards of the deck until you reveal the indicated card. Shuffle the other cards, play the cards in revealed order. So we're looking for relic and ongoing. No. We have 1 relic. No. 1 ongoing. No. 1 ongoing. So I'm going to shuffle these first, and then we will deal with the cards that we played. So first one is Staff of Ra, which gives him +1 power, or +1 damage dealt. The next one was the Flesh of the Sun God. Ra is immune to fire damage, and until your start phase, hero characters are immune to. It's a power I could use. And then 3, after you use any power, Ra deals 1 target 1 fire damage. In the start phase, either discard 2 cards or destroy this card. And end phase, Ra deals up to 3 targets 1 fire damage each. So that was my play phase. My power phase. All right, so in my power phase, I'm going to do Ignite, which would be 3, 4, 5 damage. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 fire damage. I'll deal it to... I'm going to deal it to this one, which would kill it. Then once that's dead, when this card is destroyed, Akash'Bhuta deals herself 12 fixed energy damage. So she goes down to 180 health. Then, after you use any power, Ra deals 1 target 1 fire damage, which is increased to 3. So I'll deal 3 damage to that one. Yeah. And then at the end phase, Ra deals up to 3 targets 1 fire damage each. End phase happens after draw phase. So draw, then... So it'll be 1 fire damage each. Because of the +2, it's going to be 3 fire damage each. And how many targets is it? 3 targets. So 3 damage. 3 damage. 3 damage. And that is Ra's turn. Tachyon's turn. Tachyon's turn. I take 2 damage, 2 psychic damage. Oh, it's 2 fire damage, which is good to know for Ra's ability there. And we're in the play phase. So at the moment, I can play 2 cards during my play phase. First, I'm going to play Quick Insight, which lets me draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Then I have to discard 2 cards. Get rid of that one and that one. Then for my second card, I'm going to play Fleet of Foot. Each hero may draw 1 card. It's still not what I wanted, but then I can play 1 card. I'm going to play Expedite Deficiency, which lets me draw 1 card and then play up to 2 cards. I finally got it. So first card I'm going to play from that is the HUD Goggles, which means that damage dealt by Tachyon is irreducible. So I can get rid of that. Goes back up to 1. And second card I'm going to play... There we go. What do I have in my discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards in my discard. to play Sonic Vortex, which would let me deal 11 targets 3 sonic damage each, which becomes 4 because of the +1 from Legacy. So also I can play 1 additional card because of my HUD goggles. So 4 damage each. 4 to this one, which would make it 10, and it gets destroyed. 4 to this one, which would bring it up to 7. And then 4 to that one, which would also bring it up to 7. Oops. And then 4 to Akash'Bhuta. And I have 1 more card I can play. I'm going to play Hypersonic Dash. Ongoing, after this card is played, Tachyon deals each non-hero target 1 sonic damage, which becomes 2. Oh, this is destroyed. I forgot I knew that. So this is 8 damage. So she goes from 186, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now she's down to 178. Then, what was it? This one. So they each take 2 sonic damage. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And it gets destroyed at the start phase. Power phase. Draw 3 cards. Then discard 1 card. 1, 2, 3. Discard 1. And draw 1. And because of pushing limits, I draw a second one. That was Tachyon. Alright, now we're back to Legacy. I'm going to play a True Hero. Draw 2 cards. Each of your allies regain 1 HP. So he's at 25. She's at 19. And then I draw 2. 1, 2. I need a way for Legacy to play more than 1 card per turn. That's the kicker there. And then I get to draw 1 card for the well, it's Power Phase, activate Galvanize, then draw 1 card. Then we're over here. Ah, damn it, I keep forgetting about that thing. So after a hero uses a power, they deal themselves 1 fixed psychic damage. So this one goes down to 24, down to 18, down to 26. Start phase, each hero may discard 1 card. If each active hero does it, then we can get rid of shit. So I'm going to discard 1 card from Ra. Discard one card from Tachyon. And discard... Oh, you know what? It's a good thing that I forgot about this. I don't know when that came off, but I killed the thing that had it. I'm being a responsible player. I'll get rid of Heroic Interception to destroy this piece of shit. Then we have Collateral Damage, 1 shot. Destroy 1 villain ongoing card, 1 hero ongoing card, and 1 environment card. Each target deals itself 1 fixed psychic damage. They don't have any ongoing. There's no other environment cards. So I have to destroy 1 hero ongoing card. I'll destroy Hypersonic Dash. And then each target deals itself 1 fixed psychic damage. So that means it can't be modified. She goes down to 175. This was at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's at 10 now. This one is also at 10. Just gonna slide these over, make my life easier. Then 23, 17, 25. And nothing else happened. Back to Akash'Bhuta. Nothing during the start phase. and we are going to play one card. One shot, destroy H-1 hero on... Come on. So I have to destroy one ongoing hero card. I'm getting rid of lead from the front. Then discard as many cards from the top of the environment deck as cards destroyed by this card. So there's just one. Our flavor text is, you may drain my strength, but you cannot crush my will. Then we move into end phase. Discover one primeval limb. No. No. There we go. When this card is destroyed, Akash'Bhuta deals yourself 6 fixed energy, or 6 fixed, energy damage, I said it right. But because one was revealed, that gets discarded. Here, this card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. $25 versus $23, so 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. This card deals each non-villain target 2 projectile damage. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And this card deals each target in the hero play area with the most cards in play 2 toxic damage. Destroy one ongoing card and one item card in that play area. Most cards in play will be Ra. So he has to destroy one item and one ongoing card. I'll get rid of these two. So the Staff of Ra and Fiery Tornado. Don't like that card. But thankfully, they're done. I'm going to play... So by Flame Reformed, I would have lost 1+1. But I get to draw one card and then summon the Staff of Ra. Then I may play one card. It says, you from the fiery ether return to me my staff. So summoning it brings it there. Then I can play one. Oh, that goes back. I'm going to play Solar Flare, which is +2 damage dealt by Ra. And my power, if I use Flesh of the Sun God, that will protect her, but it's only 2 damage. So I'm not going to do that. My power is going to be deal one target 3 fire damage. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With that 7, I'm going to kill this one outright because I hate it. So it'll deal 6 damage. Brings him down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I should have trusted my gut. 169. Then Ra deals 1 card, or draws 1 card. Start of her turn, she takes 2 damage. 1, 2. So I'm up to playing 3 cards during my play phase. First card, Fleet of Foot. Each hero may draw 1 card. And then I can draw, or I can play 1 card. I'll play another Hypersonic Dash. Each target takes 2 sonic damage. Oh, this one died, I forgot. So she takes 10 fixed psychic energy. So she's at 157. And then targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage. I might have missed that at one turn, but fine with that. Yeah. So that sign means that they cannot deal any damage. So that was all off of my first card played. My Fleet of Foot. Oh wait, that stays out. So that was one play. Second play is going to be the Nimble Strike. Tachyon deals 1 target 2 melee damage, which will be increased to 3, which is enough to kill this limb, dealing 14 damage to her. So she's at 144. Then I may draw 1 card. So that was 2 cards played. Then I'm going to play draw 1, Expedite Efficiency, draw 1 card, play up to 2 cards. First card from that one I'm going to play is Quick Insight, draw 3 cards, discard 2. Discarding 2. And then the second card I'm going to play from Expedite Efficiency is Lightspeed Barrage. Lightspeed Barrage is going to be 1 target, X melee damage. X is equal to the number of cards in my discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Then shuffle that into my deck. 1, 2. So she's down to 123. And then I'm 90% sure that I kept the numbering right in my head and I can't play any more cards with Tachyon. Yeah, so I can't play any more cards with Tachyon. My power is going to be to draw up to 3 cards and then discard 1. And then draw 2 because of pushing the limits. And finally her turn is over. Now we're on to Legacy. For Legacy, I'm going to do the old 1-2. Legacy deals 1 target 2 melee damage. 1, 2. Then I can play 1 card. I'm going to play Inspiring Presence. After this card is played, each ally regains 1 health. And +1 damage by all allied characters. Ra is at +5 now. Tachyon's at +2. And then my power is going to be to galvanize so that everyone gets +1. Then we're on the... Oh, then I draw. Then we're on the environment phase. We have Bustling City 1-shot. In turn order, reveal the top card of each deck. If the revealed card is a 1-shot card, discard it, otherwise play it. So in turn order is going to start with the villain. If the card is a 1-shot, discard it, otherwise play it. For Ra, it's an ongoing card. So I got Living Conflagration. When this card is destroyed, Ra deals 1 target 3 fire damage and then draws 2 cards. The power is to destroy the card. And then during the start phase, Ra deals up to 3 targets 1 fire damage each. I didn't know that Ra would be... Oh, this is a 1-shot, so I can get rid of that. But I have to push up into the environment area to keep everything on screen. So I'll go like that. This is also a new one. Well, no, it's not a new one for me, but it's a new one for recording. Your ka. Oh no, it isn't, because I remember reading this. Your ka and your ba, they burn brightly. You can surely part with some of the flame within you to regain the power of flame. Oh, some of the fire. I'm horrible at reading today. I don't know. It's a long day. So we still got to do Tachyon. If it's a one shot, it gets discarded. And one shot, discard. Okay. Back to Akash'Bhuta. Non-hero target is played, so that gets discarded. That was a play phase. Then, in the end phase, we have to discover one primeval limb. Then, Arboreal Phalange. This card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP 3 damage. 20, 22. 1, 2, 3. I don't have any counteract with him. For some reason, I feel like this one, no, it does do it, so that's fine. I hate this card. For Ra specifically. Because I don't have a way to counteract it. Oh, yes I do. So I'll get rid of the Staff of Ra. So I have to get rid of one item and one ongoing card. Get rid of these two. And back to Ra. So I never specified it. The Solar Flare at the start phase. Oh man, that's psychic damage. I think I've had this out twice. I'm going to give him 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I can't say for sure how long I've had it, but I am going to get rid of it. Because I thought, oh, it's perfect synergy. The Flesh of the Sun God makes him immune to fire damage, so he won't keep taking damage from it. But no, they made Solar Flare psychic damage, which is annoying. So I am going to do by Flame Reformed. Draw one card. Summon the Staff of Ra. They're going to stop trying to take my damn staff away. And then I'm going to play one card. I'm going to play Fiery Tornado. No, I'm not going to play Fiery Tornado. I'm going to play Ignite. Then, for the power, I'm going to use Ignite, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6 to kill this. I need to get better at making sure I'm using Ra's or paying attention to his start phase shit. Which, as I'm saying that, start phase, Ra deals up to 3 targets 1 fire damage each. That would have changed what I did, but it's fine. So, I think I didn't have the staff, so it would have just been 2 damage. It would have been 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it would have been 3 damage instead of 4. 1, 2, 3. Let me make sure I have all. So I have 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Yeah, I got it right. There's just a lot going on. So she takes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I draw for Ra? I don't think so. Okay. Tachyon. I'm still going to take the 2 damage. So she's at 12. Nothing else happens. Start phase, destroy this card. Nothing else happens during the start phase. I have like a whole deck in my hand here for her. First card I'm going to play is Synaptic Interrupt, which gives me a reaction. Second card I'm going to play is Nimble Strike to deal that one 2, 5 before. Oops, not 10, 5. So they take 4 melee damage. Then I can draw 1 card. So that was 2 cards played. I get 1 more because of my HUD goggles and pushing the limits. I'm going to play Expedite Efficiency to draw 1 card and play up to 2 cards. How many cards did I play so far? I played 2, so that was my 3rd, but it lets me play 2 more cards. So first I'm going to play Sucker Punch, which would deal 1 target 1 melee damage, but it gets increased to 3, which would bring its damage up to 10. And if that target has 2 or fewer HP, destroy it, which it does because it only has 2 left. So then Akash'Bhuta takes 14 damage. So she's at 103. And then I have 1 more card to play. 1 more card that I get to play, I should say. I want to do damage to her, but that's just not where we're at right now. So I'm going to do a Synaptic Interruption so that I have 2 of those out. And then Power, draw up to 3 cards, discard 1. 1, 2, 3. Discard 1. Then during the draw phase, draw 2. Okay. Then Legacy. I'm going to do the old 1-2 again to deal 2 damage to her. 1, 2. And play 1 card. Card that I play is going to be a True Hero. Draw 2 cards. Each of your allies regain 1 health. Regain. So that's 15. 13. And then for Power, Galvanize. So all this stays the way it is. Draw a card. We have the Burning High Rise. Start phase. This card deals each... Well, we're not in the start phase, so that's fine. But the start phase, this card deals each hero card 2 fire damage. Each hero character deals itself 2 fixed psychic damage to destroy this card. Or end phase, each hero, or during the end phase, which is what's going to happen. Each hero may discard any number of cards. If H plus 2 cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. So I have to discard 5 cards. Luckily, I have Tachyon on my team. I want to keep those 2. I want to keep that. I'll get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 cards discarded. The flavor text. I've been through the whole place twice, but I know there are still people inside. A woman was yelling for help and something about her baby. We got to get back in there. Conveniently enough, that was a quote by Tachyon, who just got rid of all that shit. If that had happened earlier, probably wouldn't have happened. But I'm going to move this down here because now we have our villain. We have another primeval, or we have a primeval limb for the ensnaring brambles again. Then during the end phase, discover 1. Oh, because that came out, this gets discarded. Discover 1 primeval limb. This one, the lowest HP would be Tachyon again, but she can't get her damage lowered, so we're good. And this one, come on with these cards. So it's her. We have to get rid of one item and one ongoing. Well, that's great. So now her damage can be reduced. And her damage is reduced to a flat 0. Okay, back to Ra. Start phase, Ra deals up to 3 targets 1 fire damage each, which becomes 4 fire damage each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to play Consuming Flame. Ra deals up to 3 targets 2 fire damage each. Since the fire damage, or because of my buffs, it becomes 5 fire damage each. So this one takes 5 and is destroyed. This one takes 5 and is destroyed. For each card that's destroyed this way, I get to draw 1 card. 1, 2. And she takes 8 and 6, so 14. So we're down to 87. Oh, and she also takes 5 fire damage, so she's down to 82. That was my 1 shot. My power. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll deal. Oh, these 2 are destroyed. I'll deal 6 damage to Akash'Bhuta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 76. And draw a card. And for Tachyon, she takes 2 damage at the start. 1, 2. I'm down to only 2 cards. First card is going to be Fleet of Foot. Each hero may draw 1 card. And then I may play 1 card. The card I'm going to play from Fleet of Foot is Fleet of Foot. Each hero may draw 1 card. And I can play 1 card. I'm going to play Quick Insight. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Discard 2. 1, 2. Then let's play phase, power phase. Draw 3 cards. Discard 1. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. And then draw phase, draw 2. 1, 2. Legacy. Got a lot of cards to look at. I'm going to play Motivational Charge, which I've never seen before. Legacy deals 1 target 3 melee damage, then each of your allies regains 1 health. About time I had even... What is that? About time. I was even starting to miss your idea of jokes. My power is Legacy deals 1 target 3 melee damage, then each of your allies regains 1 health. I'm not going to use that just yet. I'm going to use Legacy's ability to get +1. So she goes back up. I didn't move him, so he stays the same. And that's the end of his turn. The environment goes, we have Local Legal Expert, Supporter. This card counts as a hero target. It is immune to damage dealt by hero targets. And in the end phase, each hero draws 1 card. He could have gotten off scot-free if his legal team hadn't overlooked those torts. That's why they call me the Law Hawk. I don't overlook anything. So end phase, everyone draws 1 card. That's an environment card I can get behind. Actually, this counts as a hero target. So her ability doesn't trigger. Then we have our play phase. It's a Primeval Limb. That triggers. End phase, discover 1 Primeval Limb. Shuffle those 2 back in. We have another card to discard. I'm just going to check real quick to see I was a little worried that when I flipped her, she would gain full health. And that would have been really unfair. But we're okay. And we might be able to beat the time limit that we have for recording, which is the recording limit of the cameras, because I didn't take out the cards. So the interposing stalagmites, -1 damage dealt to Akash'Bhuta. When this card is destroyed, blah, blah, blah. This card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage, which would be Tachyon. 1, 2. So she's down to 9 health. But I'm going to use my reaction to play one card. If I play a card this way, destroy this card. The card I'm going to play is Lightspeed Barrage. So this is technically still out. Lightspeed Barrage lets me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage. 22, 23, down to 22. So it's down to 54. Then this gets discarded. These get shuffled. Then select the hero target with the lowest HP, -2 damage dealt by that target until the villain start phase, which is sadly Tachyon. So that just balances out to nothing. Spoiler alert, I have HUD goggles in my hand, so start. Ra deals 3 targets 1 fire damage each. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage here. And 4 damage to the brambles. And 3 damage to Akash'Bhuta. Because of the stalagmites. So that was the start phase. Play phase. I'm going to do a Flame Spike, which deals 1 target 1 fire damage, but because of my increases, brings it up to 4, which kills this one. Then I may use 1 power. I'm going to use this power to deal 1 target 3 fire damage, which brings it up to 6 fire damage to do this up to 10. Then, oh, she takes 8 damage from that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's down to 43. Then I'm going to do Ignite again in the power phase to deal what would be 6 down to 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 38. Then draw 1 card. I actually just realized, so she wouldn't have taken 2. I can't go backwards. That would have taken 2, but give me a little bit of break. Her start phase, I can't keep doing pushing the limit, so that's gone. What I am going to do is pop on my HUD goggles, which let me do 1 extra action, or 1 extra play. This, which lets everyone draw 1 card, and then lets me play 1 card. This, which lets me do the same. And oh, sweet. Sucker Punch, I forgot because of that. Do I need a Sucker Punch? Yeah, I don't. Tachyon deals each non-hero target 1 melee damage, which becomes 3. Kill this one, which would get rid of her -1. So she takes 3 damage as well. Bring her down to 35. And then -12 damage So she's down to 23. Then power, drop the 3 cards, discard 1. Discard that one. Then we're over here to Legacy. Legacy also has a lot of stuff. I'm going to do Thok. Deal 1 target 5 damage. So she's down to 18. Power. I'm going to do Motivational Charge. So she takes 3 damage. She's down to 15. Each ally regains 1 health. But they lose a +1 for this round. Then we've got Megalopolis. After a hero uses a power, they deal themselves 1 fixed psychic damage. Alright, so we have Akash'Bhuta. Nothing in the start phase. We've got the Living Rock Slide. Then end phase, we have to... Oh, when this comes out, this shuffles, or this gets discarded. We don't yet get rid of something. We have to, in her end phase, discover 1 primeval limb. Primordial limb, I mean to say. So that gets shuffled back in. But when we reveal this one, we have to shuffle the environment deck. And when we shuffle it, she regains 3 health and then flips. After any non-hero target is destroyed, discard the top card of the environment deck. We already did her final phase. Or her end phase. So then we move to Living Rock Slide. This card deals each non-villain target 2 projectile damage. Okay. So 2 projectile damage. 1, 2. Tachyon's down to 8. Then Interposing Stalagmite. This card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage, which is Tachyon again. Not great. And that is all of them. Ra's gonna go. Ra has a lot of cards. Start phase. Ra deals up to 3 targets 1 fire damage each, which gets increased to 3 fire damage each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 2 damage for her. Then, so I'm going to do a Fire Blast, which would be 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use the Staff of Ra. Which increases it to 14. And then gets decreased down to 13 because of her ability, but still brings her down to 3. And then for his power, Ra deals 1 target 3 fire damage, plus 1 would be 4, minus 1 would be 0. We killed her. It's a little over recording time a little over an hour. I don't know how long it'll be edited down. Hopefully not too long for editor's sake. This guy. After playing now my fourth game of this, I still really enjoy it. It has it's very similar to Marvel Champions, as I said before. In reality, this would be like, it'll sound bad, but it's basically like the lazy man's Marvel Champion. You don't have to edit the decks. You don't have to go looking for like the fine tuning and all of that you do with Marvel Champions. You can just literally, I have Tachyon. I'm going to play Tachyon. Tachyon fights this thing with these two other champions that she's with. With Marvel Champions, a lot of people don't like the heroes themselves right out of the box, like, the pre-constructed decks. Everyone feels like they're really bad. I've played with pre-constructed decks. I don't hate them. I do know that the constructed decks are better, but pre-constructed decks I don't hate. This one, you won't have that worry. It's just literally, I mean, there might be a learning curve to the hero that you're playing with, but you don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm not playing this efficiently, or oh, I wish I could take this card out and next time I'm going to play with that card. It's very simple. You just play with that character's deck. That's it. Luckily, I haven't gotten to a knockout yet, but when they get knocked out, they gain an ability. So like Frozen by Fear, one hero takes their play phase, one hero collects a one-shot card, and then one hero salvages one item card. So like, she isn't going to be doing things anymore, but she helps out her companions to keep on fighting, which I actually really like. In Marvel Champions, you get knocked out, you get knocked out. So this is a different approach to it that keeps people, not players, but it keeps the characters in the game. The players at least get some kind of interaction, and if it's a two-player game, then they would have two characters, so hopefully one character would still be able to, interact. But nonetheless, I enjoy this. It's still very fun. I'm happy that even with a higher level enemy and a higher level threat, I still was able to get through without losing a character. Although I know I messed up at least once. I think Ra should have less health. I think if I were playing correctly, he would be at 9 health. I'll have to go back through when I do the edit to make sure. But I'm probably going to keep playing these. I can't guarantee they'll come out weekly like they should for, a series like this, but I'm going to probably record a Ridin solo and put them out on Saturdays for you all to watch. Hopefully people like them. And I'll do probably each champion or each villain that came in the core there. And I'll be using Ra, Tachyon, and Legacy. Just because I figure you might as well, I started with these three, might as well finish with these three, and then I can, work some other stuff in later. Like I said, my personal favorites are Wraith and Bunker, kind of with a little bit of Absolute Zero. I want to like Absolute Zero, but I've never been able to fully use him in the app version. I've never tried him in the physical version. So there might be some differences there. I also have some friends coming here from out of town this weekend, so maybe I can get at least one or two of them to try out the game, see how they feel about it. But nonetheless, hope you all enjoyed this. Please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Check out our description for information about our Ko-fi page. And come back next time where Tachyon, Ra, and Legacy fight whoever is next. Whatever threat there is to the multiverse. Bye.